guys. What is going on?
It's like a horror movie.
Insane. Hey guys, it's Vadim and welcome to our unbiased camera comparison between the iPhone 15 Pro Max,
S23 Ultra,
and the Pixel 7 Pro.
and the reason this is the unbiased test is because Max actually went out and took a bunch of photos which none of us have seen. So we're gonna be looking at them and judging which one is the best.
So get out a piece of paper and a pen or your phone, play along with us, and let us know your results in the comments.
All right, let's get into the first one. And this looks like a pretty far range zoom portrait shot.
I definitely like the one on the left the most. The one on the right, there's so much detail that's lost, and the one in the center is just terrible.
Yeah, I agree. It's horrible in the center. Like, look at all the compression, everything, like all the issues, like artifacts.
yeah, I definitely would agree with both of you. The one on the left looks absolutely the best.
Yep, so we all agree that it's the left. And by the way, guys, this is my friend and a fan of the channel, Johnny. He's here with us to kind of spice it up a little bit and see what his perspective is. So let's see. 15 Pro Max is the one on the left, by far the best in terms of quality. And now we have the next one. This looks like a 1X basic regular photo. Right off the bat, it looks like the center is kind of just really gray and washed out. Like
Really
it's
flat.
too bright, like the colors are kind of gone. I mean, I've gotta give it to the one on the right. I mean, I love the contrast, the trees, you got the darks, everything pops. Nice and detailed as well.
Yeah, the one in the center is very, very flat. Between the left and the right, they're both super, super close.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna go with the one on the left. I like the brightness and the saturation.
For me, I really like the one on the right, very close to the one on the very left, but the one in the middle is definitely way too bright. The one on the right is my first pick.
Right one. All right, let's see. Right is Pixel 7 Pro. 15 Pro Max in the middle. Wow, it did the worst. All right, the next, oh, look at that, a cat.
Cute.
Wow, this almost looks like a really far 10X shot right here.
I really like the one on the left, just because how crisp it is.
Okay, I am actually gonna go for the right.
Oh, funny.
I like how, I do like how the cat kind of stands out more, and I do like how the colors of the eyes pop out more than the center, which is kind of washed out.
That's funny. I actually like the one in the center.
Oh, really?
I don't like the one on the left. It's a little too like over sharpened and weird. The center and the right are both super close. I like the blur. They look really natural. But I feel like the center one looks the most accurate to real life if I were to be there in person.
And we have, there you go.
Wow.
We all chose different ones, so
Wow.
I got the iPhone
Okay,
on the right.
Pixel.
I got the Ultra.
All right, we have a selfie. Look at that, they're very, very similar.
They're really good.
Wow, okay. I'm actually going with the right one right away. I see the most detail, like his sweater, his kind of beard, everything's super sharp. Looks great. I'm going for that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I really like the one on the right. The one on the left is the second best, but it's a little too bright.
This is amazing on the right, so crystal clear, very
Yeah.
much detail.
It's a killer one. Yep. Oh, wow, 15. I did not expect that because the S23
Same.
has a 40 megapixel compared to 12.
Yeah, I thought that was the
Interesting.
S23.
Not bad. All right, we have, oh, wow. Look at that. This is probably like a crop from like far away or
Yeah.
something. So which one's the best?
Definitely the right.
The right?
The right.
Okay, yeah, it's gotta be the right. Oh, look at that. That's a huge crop. S23 Ultra. That's probably because it's probably using the 200 megapixel, I think, compared to 48 and Pixel 7 Pro. Yeah, not doing good. All right, we got a portrait right here. So it looks like, I don't know if this is a 3X portrait or something, but
For me, the one on the right has probably the most true colors in it. Pretty sharp, really good background versus the other ones.
I like the one in the center the most. If I look at her hair, there's the most detail in it when the other ones are a little bit crushed. And I think the portrait worked the best right here, where it got like all of her little hairs, and then on the left and the right, it kind of messed up a little bit and cuts them out.
that's a good point. I do see like a little bit of mess up here, a ton of issues
Yeah,
right
on the
over
left
here.
one.
And like her hair is black, like
Super
it's
dark.
gone. I also like the center. I like how it's got a little bit of a yellowish glow to it. Oh man, I think I'm going with the 15 Pro Max again. What's going on? Next up, oh look at that, chilling on the bench. I think this is supposed to be a portrait on each one, right? However, it didn't work on that one.
Did not work.
Right?
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
These are very similar, but I feel like there's the most depth and detail on the one on the left with all this concrete and stuff, when the center one looks a little bit flat and washed out.
I actually agree. I like the left.
I'm with you on that, but I'm struggling between the left and the center, just because of how one is brighter than the other, I would go with the middle one.
All right, well, we both chose 15. You chose S23, not bad. Oh, wow, this is a very far portrait. What in the world? It's like a really far portrait.
So would the amount of blur be accurate?
That's a lot of...
Or is it too much?
I don't know, yeah.
Compared to the other ones, it looks like a lot.
There's not much blurring on, on the right one at all.
And that one looks really weird and like artifacty.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go with the left. I feel like there's too much blur, and like some of the details
it looks
just
like he was photoshopped onto like a background.
Or it was a DSLR.
Really
zoomed in from a really long distance. I would go with the middle one just because how his silhouette is so cutting through.
Well, you chose the 15.
Wow.
We both chose S23. Whoa, okay, so this is meant to go against the sun. To, I guess, check out the flaring. I mean, I gotta go with the one on the right.
Yeah.
You don't get that ring right here. All the colors are popping nicely, and you can see his face very well. I'm going with the right.
The left one really distracts from the subject, just how crazy the flaring is, but the right one looks so crisp and so nice.
100% with you guys. It's a very clear, crystal clear image.
That is the 15 Pro Max. Wow. It looks like Apple's new feature where they got rid of the lens flare is working quite well for this one. Oh, that's a far shot. Wow.
I would choose the one on the left just for the amount of crispness in it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. S23, it's 10x lens. I mean, it kills it. Next up, looks like we got another portrait right here.
I think I like the one in the center the most. The one on the right looks very weird and unnatural. I don't like how dark the one in the center is, but you can always bring that up. And I see a ton of detail in her jacket that's lost in the left one. And I really like that this foreground area is blurred.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with all those points. I love how this is blurred out. And one thing I noticed too, if you look at her jacket, her coat, and her face, there's highlight roll-off where it has a really natural highlights and like shadows, where here it's all just flat and same thing kind of there. So center for me too.
I have to disagree. The one on the right with me, unfortunately, guys, I feel like the colors represented best on the right one versus the left one has a very similar look, but a lot of details have been lost.
Let's see. That's the Pixel. Yeah. Pretty good on colors. All right, looks like we got almost like a macro shot. Looks like it's using one of the telephoto lenses. What do you guys think? I mean, one thing I noticed is I feel like the highlights are blown out kind of, or the detail.
I feel like there's a little detail lost,
probably between left and right. Actually, I'm noticing more detail on the left, guys. I'm going for that one.
Yeah, I think I like the left one more because he stands out a little more compared to like the background, where on the right one, I'm looking way more on the ground than I am at the guy.
Like for me personally, on the right one, I can see both the asphalt on the background and the object itself.
The colors are
and you like that being able to see the back.
Yeah, how clear it is.
Now before I reveal which phone is which, I've got to show you guys two of the best cases you can buy for the iPhone 15 lineup from our sponsor, Pitaka. Both of these have MagSafe magnets built in, and they're weaved out of real aramid fiber, which is super strong yet very lightweight, especially their Mag Easy Case 4, which is less than 1 millimeter thick and so light, it basically makes it feel like you're not using a case at all, but you are. And it's very strong, including a protective camera bump guard. Now, Pitaka's Mag Easy Case Pro 4 is even more tough and durable with a thicker weave for ultimate shock resistance, wrapping all the way around all the edges and buttons with a protruding rim on the front to protect your display as well. And my favorite part is the super tactile metal buttons to give it a very premium look and feel. So definitely check these cases out and buy one today by using the links in the description below to get 10% off using code MAXTECH10. All right, let's reveal it. And it looks like you had the Pixel, we had the 15. All right, the next one looks like we have a really close kind of like macro shot.
The first thing I'm noticing is that this center area is in focus on this one.
Yeah.
But it's not on the others. It's just like these petals. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the left one. Also, all these little hairs and everything are just so in focus and look really cool.
This one's extremely tough. I think I'm gonna go with the center. I just like how the edges of the flower are all like really sharp.
I have to agree with Angelica. I completely agree that the center is perfectly in focus, and you can see the details on the leaves.
Oh, let's see. You guys both got the S23. Wow, the iPhone did not do well on that one. Next up, oh, we got a far zoom shot. Look at that.
Oh.
Got some noise over here on the
Ton
left.
of noise.
Not there, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the middle is kind of like smeared.
It is really
Soft.
smooth. The one on the right is very detailed, very sharp.
Yeah, you guys like that one?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Looks really, really good. No noise and
And
pixel.
Wow.
Whoa, the pixel one.
Surprising.
It's doing good. Oh, cool. We got another portrait mode shot. I don't know if this is 1x or 3x, but
Yeah, it seems like the center one is definitely portrait, but the other ones don't really look
They're not working.
portraity.
Yeah, it's hard to say what it was trying to achieve here. For the portrait, absolutely the center.
Yeah.
The other ones look just a normal
photos.
normal mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
I
guess
gotta
I
go
have
with the
to go with
center.
the-
I mean, it just
yeah,
looks
center.
so much
Center.
better. Plus, I love the glow on their hair.
Oh,
15?
nice.
I wonder if that's the 5x lens. Next up, oh, we got another cool portrait shot. Right away, for me, I'm not liking the center.
So yeah, that's the
I'm
first thing I
seeing like
thought.
some artifacts in his face, and it's insanely blue.
Super blue, super cool.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, the one on the left is absolutely the winner. Though the center and the right are close in quality, but you can tell that the one on the right is way too warm, and the one in the middle is way too cool.
And I'm seeing a ton of detail like in the jeans that you do not get
Interesting.
in the right photo, and I really like the highlights and the contrast on his face. Like there's shadows when the one on the right is very, very flat.
I agree with you guys. The left is definitely the best. And one thing I also like is the depth kind of roll off. You can see how it gets more blurry as you get further away. Looks really, really
Looks
unique.
very
I like
natural.
that. That's the iPhone. Next up, oh, this looks like a low light zoom shot. And honestly, they all look pretty terrible.
Yeah, the
But one of them
center.
looks better than the rest. Yeah, it's the center. I mean, look
What
at that.
happened
All
on
of this looks
the
so
left
nice.
one?
Oh my
He is-
goodness, that's a massive fail.
It looks like he's just fading
Yeah.
into
This is-
oblivion.
Goes, oh, okay, that's a crop.
Okay.
Whoa, S23 also failed there. Wow. Yep, 15 Pro Max
Wow.
did the best for this detail.
happened with
With HDR, but probably like smart HDR5 is working right there. Oh,
Wow.
look at that. Okay, this is
Okay.
like a long range zoom here, or a crop.
Man, that one on the right looks very not good.
Oh, it's like pasty.
Pixelated.
Yeah, it's super pasty.
I'm going with the middle one.
Yeah, I have to go with the middle one. The colors and everything on the left is just super purpley, and you're like this is all so smooth when you actually have that detail
That's
in
a
the
good
center.
point. Yeah, you see the shadow lines, and it's not like all
You can
one
see the
block.
texture.
And her face too. You can see this is all blown out, kind of. This is nice and like.
Looks more natural.
Yeah.
Round.
Wow. Oh, that's a crop on the 15. Dang, that's good. Next up, we have a selfie. This looks like evening.
Honestly, for me, no brainer. The middle.
Definitely the middle.
Definitely the middle. What is that?
Oh,
What's the how is it 15? Like
Once again.
it used to lose in all the selfies all the time. Oh, okay. So we got a regular 1x. Looks like no portraits.
Definitely not the center
Yeah.
one.
What happened there?
Alina's
She's like,
gone.
"God."
She's disappeared
Okay.
into the void.
To me, I'm going with the right. I'm looking closely and I see in his sweater tons of like fiber details, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm liking that one the best.
I'm not a big fan of the colors of the right one, but in terms of all the detail and everything, it definitely looks the best.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm
Oh, what?
I'm
Oh.
going with the left one.
the
As
left
much
one.
as I agree about the
Uh-huh.
details on his sweater,
Yep.
this kind of redness in the middle
Ah.
feels a little bit artificial to me. Or
Yeah,
like
the,
a
I
the
will not-
colors
red
aren't
tint.
the
it's
best.
a little too way too oversaturated.
Yep.
So I'm going with the left one is because it's the most natural looking one.
Well, that's the 15. You got the 15.
Wow.
Nice.
S23.
S23 on the right. Next up, oh, another kind of dark evening shot.
No brainer for me.
Yeah.
The second
I
one.
mean, wow, look
Center,
at the
yeah.
hair. All the hair. Wow, that's
You see
really
how
good.
blurry
Yeah, they're
are?
super blurry.
Super
This is
soft.
super blown out.
Almost like motion. Oh, look at the motion
Yeah,
blur on that
yeah.
one. It's like it takes a while to take the photo.
iPhone again.
15.
15. Oh, look at that, guys. What is
Okay.
going on? This is so blue.
That
This
looks-
is probably 100x.
Wow.
Looks like a
That's
horror movie.
insane. Oh my goodness, this is
Wow.
crazy.
So the left one is
Yeah.
could work magic.
Wow. Do you guys see the tree details?
In the fence?
Oh my goodness.
And look at this pixelation.
Yeah.
And then not at all.
Nothing.
Man.
Wow.
What? The 15? Oh, that's probably why.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised?
Yeah.
One thing that Apple said was they added stabilization to the periscope telephoto camera. That might be why the night mode is working better. Okay, we got a 1X, I think.
I'm really liking the one on the right.
Me too. What are your reasons for it?
I want to say it is just the equal amount of color.
Yep.
Exposure looks the most natural compared to the other two.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan of all of them, but I think the right one is the most balanced
Best.
between them.
Well, that's the Pixel.
Wow.
Oh, got another one.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, this is ultra wide at night.
If you look at the brick wall, disregarding everything else, they are very close.
Yep.
But then as you start looking deeper into the shot, how much of the detail is lost and how blurry this one gets and this one. So yeah, this one is difficult to decide on.
Yeah, the one on the right looks very flat and faded, and the colors just don't look natural. Like shadows shouldn't have a color to them. The one in the center, I really like that the brick has like a ton of detail. If you look at this little poster, you can see little lines where the words are. This one's a little smeary. The center one's super detailed and sharp.
I mean, I gotta agree. I like the center one, especially since the highlights are not as blown out here for the sign, and it's kind of like sharp. I like that.
100% with you guys.
That's the Pixel.
Pixel.
Again, wow. All right. Huh.
Yeah, they all have their flaws. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna have to go with the center one. You can see the most detail. There are parts in the left one that are detailed, and then there's other parts that are completely crushed. So it's like a big, drastic shift in that. The center one, you can see a good amount, but it still looks like a nighttime photo. It doesn't look daytime.
I mean, for me, I don't like the center because I just feel like there's blotchiness, like all this artifacts everywhere. I feel like the right one is way too dark while being blown out. I'm going for the left, even though it's not that good. I think it's the best.
Well, I also like that it's not blown out here, so you can see the details on the inside here compared to the left one.
So I was gonna go 100% with the left one at first, but then as I looked deeper, I changed my mind. It's gonna be the right one.
We all chose different ones.
Even though it's not enough light, but I want to say it's very natural looking one. It's out of the three, that's the one I would put on the wall like a photo.
Well, let's see. Yeah, you chose the Pixel again.
S23.
Hey, I chose the iPhone. You could chose the
Interesting.
S23. Wow. So we got probably a zoom shot here. Right off the bat,
The left one.
I'm going with the left as well. I love how the color of the lamp kind of shows off. Everything in general looks pretty good. It's a little bit warm, but I hate all of the over sharpening right there.
Yeah, the one on the right is very smudgy, very blurry. The center one looks almost artifacty to me. The one on the left, yeah, it's pretty warm, but it looks the most detailed and smooth and realistic and balanced.
The left one is absolutely gorgeous.
Natural, yeah.
That's a good photo. Oh, wow.
Oh, iPhone again.
Whoa. Is this ultra wide or main? It might be ultra wide. I mean, I feel like I'm going for the right because I'm seeing a lot of detail on the bridge, down here, all the textures, like the colors.
Yeah, it's
right
the
for me.
most crushed down here. However, the details of everything is just way beyond the other two.
The one on the right absolutely
sharp.
Kills it. Hey,
Whoa.
wow, that's the 15 again.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Okay. What do you guys think for this one? I like the center.
That center one looks so
Yeah, this is really blown out, huh?
So good. Super blown out, and then there's so much detail that's lost, like in the darkness. I'm impressed how much you can see here and in the sky and everything, and it looks so natural too.
Johnny, you agree?
Center it is.
Center pixel
Wow,
this
pixel.
time.
Again.
Just back and forth. Portrait, right?
For me, it's definitely the one on the left. The one on the right, way too much detail is lost because it's way too dark, like her hair, her jacket, she just kind of disappears. The one in the center, even though it's a portrait, it's so incredibly flat. The one on the left, there's so much like detail in her face. Everything looks very natural, very realistic.
I would go with the left one because how natural it is.
Yeah, me too. All those things. S23. Okay, so we got a kind of zoom portrait here.
No brainer for me. Right.
Is definitely the most detailed.
Yeah.
I really like the hair, all that detail, and like the brightness and the highlights. When the other two are a little smudgy.
Yeah, the other two are kind of soft. It's a good one.
Beautiful.
Pixel.
Wow.
Wow, it's like going back and forth all over the place. It's crazy. Oh, Red Robin.
Okay.
I mean,
definitely not the middle.
Not the pink one.
It's pink. It's a Barbie color.
Yeah. They're very close, so I guess it just goes down to personal preference, but I like how the left one pops.
I agree with Angelica.
I'm actually gonna choose the right one, guys, because I looked really closely at this Gourmet Burgers and Brews. I kind of like how it looks a little bit more sharp and detailed there more.
Yeah.
So I'm just
a little
gonna,
more round.
you know, I don't. Going for the wow,
15.
Pixel, you guys got the 15. Whoa.
Okay, it's getting
must
really
be
dark.
Super dark.
No, thank you.
I think the center
Pretty
one
garbage.
is the best in this scenario.
1000%.
I think so. Yeah. 15.
50.
All right.
Okay.
Some low light.
First glance, I was gonna go with the right one, but then as I started looking in, I've noticed a lot of green. The cloth looks a little way too sharp, like over sharpened by processing. The one on the left looks the most organic.
I agree. Actually, yeah, I did notice the whole over sharpening here too. It's kind of like bothering me when I look at it. So left as well.
Yeah, it was very tough to decide between the left and the right. They're both super close, but I agree.
All right. That is the 15 again. Wow. Oh, this is like a really close macro shot. Wow.
Wow, there's so much detail in the right one. That is
Yeah.
crisp. The center one looks like there's almost like motion blur, even though there shouldn't be.
Same.
Yeah, that right one looks
Yeah, this almost looks like a
insane.
pro camera. Incredibly good. Pixel.
What? Okay.
Wow. That's crazy good.
That looks so good.
Wow. Oh, this is a far shot right here. I mean, to me, I like the left, man.
Yeah, it's a little too bright in my opinion, but it's still better than the rest.
A lot better than that. That's for sure. 15. Wow, that's really impressive. And
That's it.
that was the last one. There were 35 photos in total. So we're gonna write down and count how much we got. All right, guys, if you played along with us, count up your tallies, comment down below which one won. But here's what we got, Johnny.
I got 18 for the iPhone 15, 6 for S23 Ultra, and 11 for the Pixel.
Nice. Yeah, I actually got pretty close. I got 21 for the iPhone, only 5 for the S23, 9 for the Pixel.
And for me, I got 20 for the iPhone, 8 for the S23, and 7 for the Pixel. So those were very, very close.
Swapped them around. Interesting. So it looks like so far, at least for us, the iPhone is doing quite well with that new 5x lens, Smart HDR5.
Yeah.
And it took the lead. That was a lot of fun. Angelica, thank you. Johnny, thank you. It was a blast. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts down below. Click the button above to subscribe and check out one of those 2 videos right over there. Thanks for watching. This has been Vadim.
Angelica?
And Johnny.
And we'll see you in the next one.